All right, are you ready for this?
Yeah, you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right, let's get the donuts open for the intro.
Oh, okay. We're doing so. Okay, do you want to have an orange one or a apple cider?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay,
Ooh.
that's an orange one.
Orange.
These are orange. These
Okay.
are apple cider.
Okay,
You have to make a decision quick.
I'll have an apple cider or no orange.
You want an orange?
I'll do an orange. Yeah.
Okay. So that's an orange one. Take an orange one.
Well, you have to take. You're gonna feed
Oh
me.
yeah, that's right. Okay.
Which one do you want?
I'll do an apple cider.
Okay.
Are you ready? This is gonna be so romantic.
It's just me. No, never cut that.
Do
It's just me and you here.
All right, you ready?
Yep. It's fall time.
It's fall time.
We got fall donuts.
Christian Girl Autumn.
Cheers.
Cheers. Welcome to Shitcoms. This week we're watching 30 Rock.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to another installment of Shitcoms. I am Frank, joined tonight by...
I'm Alex.
And as you guys know with Shitcoms, we take a wheel full of sitcoms. We watch the best 5 rated episodes by IMDb. We're going to talk about them. We're going to rate the show. We're going to give you some of the things we liked. We're going to talk about what we didn't like. This week, as previously stated, we got 30 Rock. Alex,
Yes.
tell us about 30 Rock.
30 Rock. What is 30 Rock? Well, 30 Rock is Liz Lemon, head writer of the sketch comedy show TGS with Tracy Jordan, must deal with an arrogant new boss and a crazy new star, all while trying to run a successful television show without losing her mind. Of course, created by Tina Fey, starring Tina Fey, Alec Baldwin, Tracy Morgan, Jack McBrayer, Scott Adsit, Judah Friedlander, Jane Krakowski, Keith Powell, Katrina Bowden, Kevin.com Brown, Grizz Chapman, John Lutz. The list goes on and on and on and on.
A lot of people.
There's a lot of people in this show. This is a very good sitcom. I hope you enjoyed yourself, Frank.
I sat through a lot of shit to get here.
We
First
did.
of all, it wasn't easy for me to admit that the Big Bang Theory was not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. I'll stop being an asshole about it.
Thank you.
But then
I appreciate that.
Okay. And then we had to sit through the King of Queens, and it was like,
Not good.
no, it was not good at all. I felt like I needed to have my eyeballs pried open if I was going to watch Kevin James do karaoke one more time. But this show is pretty good. We got those 5 episodes. Each one somehow kept getting better and better.
Mm-hmm.
I had characters that I actually liked and laughed at instead of rolling my eyes at. It's nice to sit down and watch a show that's supposed to make you laugh and have it actually make you laugh.
Yeah, I do enjoy laughing. And that first episode we watched was season 3, episode 5.
Reunion.
Reunion. Do you want me to read the
By all means.
read the synopsis?
By all means.
Okay. After Don Geiss wakes up from his coma and tells Jack that he plans to remain as CEO, a snow-in forces Jack to go with Liz to her high school reunion, where Liz learns, much to her surprise, that she was the class bully. It's funny because Liz could never be the class bully because she was fat and ugly, according to her.
She was a nerd.
Yeah, and she was a
nerds
nerd.
can't be bullies.
Nerds can't be bullies.
They are the wedgies, not the wedgie givers.
Exactly.
First of all, with this, the whole premise, high school reunion, done to death with sitcoms. The fact that she's coming back and she's the school bully, though.
It's a nice twist.
It's a nice twist.
It's a very nice twist.
The show does that a lot, where they'll do like the typical cliches of a sitcom, but then they'll tweak it just a little bit, and it makes it just that much better. The first note that I have here is that the deaf girls joke was very funny. This was Tracy said that he went back to his high school reunion, but he's yelling at some nun, and he was like, "This is a school for deaf girls," or something like that.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, yell at them.
Yeah, he wanted to go back to his reunion and show everyone that he wasn't a loser anymore. And he shows up and he starts yelling at these nuns. The nuns are like, "This is a school for Catholic schoolgirls who are blind. What are you doing here?"
Wait, was it blind or deaf?
Deaf. I'm sorry.
Oh,
deaf.
okay.
Deaf. You're right.
Okay.
I got my
Your senses.
Yeah, my senses mixed up.
Yeah.
Optometrist, also sticking with Tracy Morgan, excuse me. Optometrist is a fake word according to him. It just doesn't exist, according to Tracy Morgan.
He does that a lot in the show, though,
Mm-hmm.
where he'll replace one word with the other, or it won't mean the same thing. And every time it shouldn't get me like it does.
But it does.
But every time I love it. It's so funny.
He does a good job. Alec Baldwin is horny. That's another thing. Relatable, right?
But all the time. No matter the circumstance.
He's horny all the time.
It's just There's
Oh
never
my
a
God.
moment when he's not.
He's also an alcoholic. The 3 B's: beers, boats, and buds.
Hey,
Oh Lord.
nice. This guy gets it.
I-
Now what's
Oh,
better,
Lord.
the 3 B's or the 3 F's?
Oh, from last week.
yeah.
From I guess it's like 3 weeks ago
Yeah.
now. But
What
sorry
was
about that. The 3 F's in
what was it?
King of Queens.
Food,
Family.
food,
Was
Fam-
it
family,
food, family, and making love?
There you go.
Oh, that's good. I also like, so at the reunion, Liz talks about one of the guys there. His name is Sussman, and Liz is like, yeah, he was definitely gay. Sussman's like, no, I have a wife now. I was not gay. But then, out of anger, when he sees Liz Lemon for the first time since graduation, he like dances away in the most flamboyantly gay way possible. He has like the stereotypical high voice, and I'm sorry if this sounds homophobic, but I'm just describing the character. He, at first glance,
You're really
just
covering
looking
your
at
bases.
him, I am. He was gay, and it's a fantastic bit. I loved the bit. I loved it because he's like, I have a wife.
I think
I'm straight.
hearing you describe it is even better than I think it was on this show.
And in my notes, I have it written down. It's in the damn name. He's Sussman. He is sus. He's dancing in anger, flamboyantly. How is that in any way straight? Explain that to me.
I just don't judge a book by its cover, you know? You never know.
I guess so. I do like the one line. This is going back. So one of the side stories is Tracy and Jenna,
Yes.
the 2 stars of TGS. The side story is that they don't like that Kenneth is getting all like the attention in the office with his jokes, and they're like going back and forth about what the world would do without superstars. And one of the lines is, if we don't exist, how do people know who to vote for? I just immediately thought of like all the people that are going to tell me who to vote for in the next 2 years.
The SNL cast has no right.
Yeah.
They have no right to tell me who to vote for.
Michael Che does not need to tell me who to vote for. I know who I'm going to vote for, Michael Che, but thanks for trying.
Pete Davidson's not smart enough to talk to me about politics, I don't think.
He's too busy off with Kim K. Not anymore, though.
No,
right?
not anymore.
Yeah,
No.
poor guy.
Yeah.
Guy lost SNL and Kim K. Tough couple of weeks for him.
Going back to the reunion, the actual dance itself with Tina Fey, the Diane, when Tina Fey does that dance, do you remember? Liz starts doing the Diane, and she's like spazzing out and doing a weird thing with her leg, and then it turns out that Diane has a prosthetic leg.
Yeah, yes. I totally missed that, but yeah, now that you bring that up.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job of making her
Yeah.
look like the class asshole.
Yes, Sussman called Liz gay. That was good. That was good, again, for the same reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh, when all the people that Liz was a bully to come together, and they're like,
The Carrie callback with the...
well, not even that. Before that, there's the
okay.
they spin the bottle, and Liz shows up. She's like, "What are you guys doing?" And they spin the bottle, and Jack spins the bottle, and it lands on Liz Lemon, and they have to go, 7 minutes in heaven or whatever. And they go in there, and the first thing Jack says is, "We're not gonna make out. That'd be social suicide."
That's such a dick thing to say. Because you said...
They're like good friends, and they are the best platonic relationship in like all of television.
But you were saying earlier how Alec Baldwin in the show is always horny. They go out of their way to put Tina Fey down so much that even he knows it's social suicide to do it.
That's the beauty of this show.
The show goes to lengths.
Yes, the show. There's levels to this, guys.
But
There's
it
levels
is-
to this.
It is damn good.
Yes.
It is damn good. So the high school reunion finally concludes with all the popular kids that Liz has bullied. They're going to carry her. What was it? It wasn't pig's blood. What did they put in the bucket? Do you remember?
I don't think they ever specifically said, but they just said they were going to
dump it on her.
No, but there was a specific reference that they made. They were going to
carry.
Yeah, they were going to carry her.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got the words
no.
mixed up. When you said carry, I meant
Yeah.
in my head it went they were going to carry her. I'm stupid. I'm
no,
sorry.
No, carry.
As in the movie.
As in the movie.
Yes,
yeah.
I understand now. Anyways, yeah, they do that, and they were going to get her on stage by offering her a Outback Steakhouse gift card.
And who wouldn't?
Exactly. As soon as it's announced that she won School Spirit, that was the award that they were using to get her on stage, and they say it comes with a gift card to Outback Steakhouse. She goes, I want to go to there.
Speaking of Outback Steakhouse giveaways for gift cards. Oh, yeah, and then Alec Baldwin says that sex and awesomeness is what he does for his coping mechanisms. I was like, yeah, that's cool.
Sex and awesomeness.
Yeah.
I can't relate, Jack. Sorry. We have a podcast called
We're
Shitcoms.
talking about
Do
sitcoms.
your
I
math.
don't think
Yeah,
no.
do the math. Come on, figure it out, guy.
I have neither sex nor awesomeness.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, I was.
Okay, let's go down the list here. Favorite character? Or is that at the end of
No.
all the episode descriptions?
All the episodes.
Oh,
yeah.
what do I know? God.
Yeah, fuck.
This is what I get for not showing up for the pre-production meeting.
We had the meeting. You missed the
I
meeting.
missed the meeting. It was just Frank.
It was
How embarrassing.
just me and all the guys up here.
You and the voices?
Oh, yeah.
You and the voices.
So for our next episode, we got a live show.
Yeah, season 5, episode 4, first aired in 2010. Liz is upset because nobody remembers her 40th birthday. Jack tries to give up drinking to support his pregnant girlfriend, and Tracy threatens to break character during TGS. The first line of the show. Oh, man. The first line of the show, everybody's favorite person, Alec Baldwin, Jack Donaghy, goes, "Why does everything look like a Mexican soap opera?" He looks around because they're doing it live, so the lighting's a lot different.
The lighting's very oversaturated because
Yes.
it just looks more
Yes.
in the moment.
Why does everything look like a Mexican soap opera? And then he goes, "Oh, Lemon, your face in this light looks like a YMCA climbing wall." And I'm like,
I had
Jesus,
that one
Jack.
They're so brutal with
Yeah,
it.
it's a Liz, bro.
But
It's last week it was Kevin's fat. Fat equals funny.
Yeah.
This week it's Liz Lemon is ugly. That's funny. Like I didn't think she was that ugly.
she's not ugly, but
It's just Tina Fey.
but the jokes are really funny.
Oh, they're
like,
hilarious.
They're
They're
the YMCA
hilarious.
climbing wall. That's creative. I like that.
1000%.
I wrote that one down. It's getting used one day. But I also have as far as special episodes go.
Mm-hmm.
Have we said fuck on this show before?
No, we
I'm gonna
haven't.
say fuck clip shows. Clip shows suck. If you want to do a special sort of episode,
Do a live
do
show.
the live show.
Do the live show.
This was awesome. This
Clip
was such
shows
a,
suck.
clip shows are the worst, especially when they try to. Every time they do a clip show, it's always the same thing where, all the characters are gonna go to therapy, and whenever they want to talk about something, we'll just do the flashback. Like,
Yeah.
no, that's lazy.
That's lazy. It's just more editing and
get-
searching for files.
Get your Seinfeld reference money up.
Yes,
and have a clip
that
show,
was exactly the
because
next thing I
that's-
was gonna say. Is so they cut away because the show does cutaways and they do them great, but they have to do the cutaways live, right? Because they're doing a live show. And in the cutaways, the first one, Liz Lemon is played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Elaine Bennis.
Elaine Dennis. There's a Seinfeld reference. Oh,
And
it's beautiful.
And it's good.
It's good.
it's really
it's
good.
It's very good.
Like you used the word cutaway. This is Family Guy,
Yes.
but for smart people.
But for smart people,
Not
exactly.
that. I don't think that much smarter, to be fair.
No, but smart enough.
Definitely smarter than
It's smart
Family
enough.
Guy. Yeah.
And the next line I have written down is, hey, I'm going to use the word too because you used it. It says, "Holy fuck, I forgot how good this episode is."
But the episode is so good. Actually, I'll get back to the line.
Okay.
I'll get back to the line later. But
Well, you can glance over it now and then we can revisit because you have to at least talk about it once.
Okay,
here.
yeah. So Liz is going back and forth with Jack's secretary, not secretary, but the guy at the front desk.
Mhm.
And she says something along the lines of nice try Aladdin or something like that. I'm like, damn show.
Yeah, that was a little much,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
fucking I expect those kinds of low, what's the word I'm looking for?
Low hanging fruit.
Yeah, I'm looking at that low hanging fruit about Indian people. That's the Big Bang Theory.
That's Rajesh Kuthrapali
Yeah,
type stuff.
I expect that type of shit from the Big Bang Theory. I don't expect it from this. I expect more from this show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tracy then wants to break character on the show. And when he does, it gets mad uncomfortable. And he says stuff like chortle. When he's laughing, quote unquote, with my air quotes here, he's laughing. He says, "Ha ha ha. Uh-oh, my wig's falling off. Chortle." Who says chortle unironically? Who does that?
Well, he was also playing Oprah and he had a mustache.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about either.
I don't know what it was.
I think that was a commentary on Oprah maybe being ugly. Possibly. Maybe. I don't know.
No, I don't know. It was just something I noticed,
Yeah, that was weird. Dr. Leo Spaceman, just spelled Dr. Leo Spaceman, who's the guy that just gets drugs, and he's played by a guy who was on he's played by Chris Parnell. Love Chris Parnell. But yeah, he does a fantastic ad for erectile dysfunction.
Yeah,
Ultra strength audio rebonulator. It's a great bit.
Link in the description.
Yeah. Not selling an ultra strength audio rebonulator, but that's okay.
I also put the Fox skit with Obama. It was hilarious.
Oh my God, with the big ass ears from Tracy. God, that was so racist, but so funny.
You know that political cartoon that we all know about that exists? They go right for it.
Yeah, and they do it well.
They do it. They know their audience.
Yeah, and then shoot, why do I always forget her name? Jenna threatens so she gets upset that Tracy is breaking character in multiple sketches on purpose. Yeah, just suck it right in front of the microphone, Frank. Jesus.
I tried to move it.
Jesus Christ. She decides to threaten a nip slip, and I said that's a complete power move. That is a W from her.
That got Janet Jackson banned from the Super Bowl and fined.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
Power play.
Following that, Jack decides to sniff paint because he stops drinking alcohol, so he's just looking for a buzz. And is that my future, is what I have written down. Is sniffing paint my future?
I mean, don't knock it until you try it.
Well, that's kind of what I figured.
Yeah,
He
right,
also admits to having, or used to having, a small pee-pee, which is funny. Jack, who enjoys the sex haver, Jack.
He's a man's man.
He's a man's man with a tiny pee-pee. What a loser.
Oh.
And then he sniffed Jenna's mouth. I would love to recreate that with you right now, Frank. But Jenna has a drink of something like wine or something. He goes, "Can I just smell it? Can I just smell your mouth?" And he like grabs her like right here.
That's the 2008 equivalent to "Can I hit your jewel?" Just one hit,
bro. Just one hit, bro. I swear. I swear, bro. I'm fiending right now. I'm fiending.
0.5. Just 0.5 seconds.
Dude, please.
No,
come on, bro.
Just one hit.
I'm begging. I'm begging, bro.
This episode, like we've already sort of gotten at, is filled with different guest cameos. We also had Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader. Yeah.
I like Bill Hader.
I did like Bill Hader as Kevin. So Tina's boyfriend at the time is a pilot, and Bill Hader plays the co-pilot, and they're like having a rough flight. And Bill Hader turns to the pilot, Carol, who's Tina's boyfriend, and Bill says, "I've always loved you, Carol." I forget what Carol says. He was like, "Not right now."
I think he just leaves that now.
Yeah,
right now or
and
something.
Bill Hader turns back and he goes, "Okay." In classic Bill Hader style, it's fantastic. Also need to point out that Jadwiga, played by Rachel Dratch, big part of the show. It's her birthday. It's also Tina Fey's birthday. Everyone forgets that it's Tina Fey's birthday. And then to make up for it, Jack Donaghy, once finding out, decides to take away the birthday party from Jadwiga, which has the Fonz's face on a cake.
Because everyone loves the Fonz.
Everyone loves the Fonz. Yeah. And so the Fonz cake comes out at the end for Jadwiga, but they're like, "Happy birthday, Liz," instead. And Jadwiga throws a hissy fit on live television.
Gouges out the guy's eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Poor guy.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
All for the Fonz.
All for the Fonz. Yeah. Pete, who's played by Scott Adsit, gets his eyes ripped out by Rachel Dratch. And what man wouldn't want that?
Yeah. Oh, God.
And then the last scene, so they do a cut from one location to another, and Tina Fey has to like run from one stage to another in real life. So they start the scene with Julia Louis-Dreyfus talking to Alec Baldwin.
They do the old switcheroo.
And then in the middle, she's just like, "Okay, you're done." And the real Liz Lemon comes in. It's fantastic.
It was a great episode.
It's a very good episode.
But I
enjoyed myself.
Did you?
I did.
Good.
I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Alex, why don't you tell us a little bit about I Do Do?
I do. Do. Liz believes she's found her perfect man while between. Oh, I just burped. I'm sorry. While between weddings. Wow, that's enough with the F word. That's 3 now. Yeah. FCC's coming for us.
All right, we're done.
While between weddings with Wesley, Jack has to make a decision after Nancy meets Avery. Kenneth gets fired while trying to avoid a promotion, and Jenna's boyfriend becomes a Cher impersonator. A lot to digest here. I think we could talk about this episode for about 40 minutes. Like, this could be its own episode of Shitcoms if we really wanted it to be. But all right, dig in, Frank.
A lot of different parts here. I feel like this episode, more than anyone else, felt like I needed to watch everything else leading up to that point.
Yeah.
Because
you can get away with not doing it, but it helped to know what was going on.
Like, I still definitely enjoyed it. I was having fun with the episode. But there was just, like, you cross-dressing Cher half and half, literally, like, cut in half, dressing as Cher and then being yourself. And then there's so many other plots going on. There's just a lot to this episode. It starts off Jack tries to convince Nancy, so the character that they added into the show, to marry him. And the whole argument going back and forth is just really funny.
She calls him a gay mortician.
Yes.
She calls him a gay mortician.
He says that he wants to find her red hair in an overcooked pot roast.
Yeah.
Pretty much that nuclear family. His values are at an interesting place.
Yeah, he's an interesting fella. I don't quite get what he's about all the time, but he had me there. He had me there. Later on in the episode, in between weddings, Nancy and Jack decide to sneak off for some private time. And Kenneth, who does not want a promotion, is coming to Jack to find him so that they don't get the promotion. Nancy tries to explain to Kenneth what they're going to do, and she uses some explanations to Kenneth that she uses on her children. Those include 2 Spider-Mans fighting each other, but they're not hurting each other.
Spider-Man would never fight another Spider-Man.
2 Spider-Mans fighting each other, but they're not hurting each other. Did I get the accent right? Nancy has an accent. Did I get the accent right?
Bro, I thought it was British.
No, she's not British. She's she's like Boston. I think she's Boston.
Oh, she's a
She's
masthead.
Boston. Yeah, 2 Spider-Mans fighting each other, but they're not hurting each other, and then tickling each other like Teletubbies. Is a good one. I
don't know which one is worse, honestly.
I think Spider-Man's because they're not hurting each other.
But can we talk about Kenneth's
let's talk
whole
about
arc
Kenneth
during this thing?
Yeah, go ahead. You can talk about Kenneth forever.
I find this whole thing is really hilarious. I like when he starts giving purposely bad tours, and then the whole thing is he doesn't want to get the promotion, so he gives a bad tour, but he gives it to like CEOs executives that are very high up in the company. So not only does Kenneth lose the promotion he was going to get, he also loses his job completely. So he hands in his security badge, and then he just puts a gun on the table. And then the guy that's taking his stuff from him just looks at him, and then he looks at the gun.
It was Pete.
And then he looks back at Kenneth, and it's like, maybe he wasn't supposed to have a gun this whole time.
He wasn't. He was not. Guy giving tours, the page should not have a gun, Frank. Context clues. Jenna's boyfriend's name is Paul Lasname. It's just last name with an H, a Y, and a apostrophe between the L and the A. That's great writing. Again, first Leo Spaceman and now Paul Lasname.
You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
No, you really don't.
You have to keep it spinning.
Exactly. Let's see. Oh, they mentioned the title in the episode.
Did they?
Yeah. So that's a +1 for you.
Yeah, I would have given it a point, but I don't even remember.
Those who do, I do is what Alec Baldwin's character said.
And you know what? That would look great on a poster.
And Liz laughed at the word, and she laughed at the word period. Not even a joke, but period, because he goes, those who do, I do, period. So first Liz laughs at do, and then she laughs at period. It's so hard to like her, but I love her.
She just had a delayed response. It happens.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Liz reveals that she has a disgusting foot secret, but wouldn't tell us. What a jerk.
Of course she has a disgusting foot secret. Why wouldn't she?
Exactly. Carol, the pilot, decides to leave the party because he's been disrespected. And he says, I will be departing now on time, and then leaves. I'm like, okay, Carol, I don't think that was necessary. Nancy saying, love is patient, love is weird, and sometimes gross. That's facts. She's spitting there.
Love.
And then Jenna, who is dating a cross-dresser, who dresses as both Cher and her, as in, like, dresses up like Jenna, which is just, don't even get me started on that. That's creepy. But he shows up dressed as half Cher, half Jenna, and says to her with a straight face, I'm the man here, and you're going to respect me. And then viciously makes out with Jenna. I was so uncomfortable.
Peak of the show. Look, it's ironic. I'm the man of the relationship, but he's dressed up as two different women split down the middle. That's irony.
That's
irony. Funny.
That is funny.
Yeah,
yes.
right? Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
I think it's one of those jokes you got to keep saying it.
Yeah.
And then
it'll click.
And then it'll click eventually.
So Avery is pregnant. The other girl that Jack is seeing on the side.
So Jack's got 2 girls.
Mm-hmm.
Sigma wheel. There's
Sigma
6
wheel.
spots, two girls. You know, he got the space for it.
Exactly.
Yep.
And Jack finds out, and he's like, oh, my God. And Nancy met Avery in the bathroom, revealed everything. not knowing that Nancy was the other woman. And so Nancy tells Jack, hey, I'm ending things. She's pregnant. And Alec Baldwin, his character's like, holy shit, that's not right. Avery tells him, and he's like, oh, okay, then I guess this is really happening. So in the end, Liz obviously has to find out from Jack, and all she could say is, reacting appropriately. Yeah. Wow. Reacting appropriately.
Reacting appropriately. Do I dare?
Those of you who watched last week would understand that.
Check out the King of Queens episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coliseum wife.
Sick.
Hashtag ad.
Selfless promotion.
Yes. So Kenneth, after he got fired, he gets super drunk. That's my king.
Oh.
And then he starts, quote unquote, cussing people out, saying, kiss my face. I love him.
Gladly.
Yes, I will gladly kiss your face, Kenneth.
Yes, Kenneth.
Yes, Kenneth.
Kenneth,
anything you say, my child.
Kenneth in this episode really wins me over because I was telling you about this, but he is in like Despicable Me. He's in all of those annoying.
He's a great voice actor.
But like he plays all of the annoying characters that I just can't stand to even look at. So immediately when I heard his voice, I hated him.
No, Kenneth.
He was fighting an uphill battle, but he won.
He
managed to impress me. And I
you
think
make it sound like it's hard to impress.
I think that's what he was setting out to do. So
just you specifically.
just me. Just me.
You.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You got any more notes, or are we moving on to
we can
part
move
1
on.
and 2?
Part 1 and 2 it is.
Home to my favorite arc.
Yes.
In our 5 episodes.
It's called Hogcock and Last Lunch. Oh, the
Is
2
it?
episodes, yes.
Hogcock?
Hogcock, because she mixes up hogwash and poppycock and then says hogcock.
All right. Yeah,
So,
on Hulu, it literally just appears as series finale part 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Liz is dealing with being a stay-at-home mom while Jack tries to find true happiness. Kenneth and Tracy are both adjusting to Kenneth's new position as president of NBC. Big jump in the storyline here. It first aired in 2013. All right, what do you got for me, Frank?
First of all, I love the research section where Liz is looking for a bike helmet, and she puts it in. Essentially, it's Reddit. It's a cesspool. It's not good. So she puts in, "Hey, I'm looking for a bike for my kid," and then someone.
This
was
is
like,
an online message board just for context.
Oh no, I'm looking for a bike for a girl.
Yeah.
And then everyone jumps on her like, "Why are you getting her a girl bike? Why can't you just get her a normal bike? Like it's just a bike." And then someone says, "Oh, well, I didn't hear you say anything about getting her a helmet. So what's she going to do if she falls and gets brain damage?" And you know what? As far as getting Reddit right, I think the only other thing that's captured the essence of Reddit is the Riddler and the Batman.
Yeah.
But this is a close second.
Yes.
So I really did appreciate that.
I mean, she got called Hitler. She got called
they did call her
fascist.
Hitler. But it started off over bikes.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
This episode is also where Jack introduces the Six Sigma Wheel of Domination.
He does. He does.
Life code. You live by it.
You do, as you can see.
As you can see.
Yes. You viewers are on there, too, for those of you listening. The 6 wheels are Frank, Alex, sex, family, humor, and viewers. Granted, viewers and sex are the 2 smallest ones. And then Frank and
we
I.
have none of them. I also have in my notes, but I don't remember why I put it there. Time for an ass attack. Any context?
No.
It had to come from Jack.
Definitely.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it stands for something. It's
Oh, S does stand for something.
Oh, no. Where is it? Oh, no. I definitely wrote that. Analyze, strategize, succeed. Analyze, strategize, succeed.
Let's go.
Ass attack.
There we go.
That's such a W joke. W writing, W show, W characters. Tracy spelled out his name, but did it terribly. T as in Tyrannosaurus Rex. R as in Rocky Road. Thanks, Tracy.
I love that bit too because it's not. It could have been tree as in tree. You could have picked the simplest T word possible. Tyrannosaurus Rex though, big points for that.
Yes.
We always forget her name, Jenna.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So the whole premise for this episode is that the show is ending. Tracy and Jenna are going to be losing work. So Jenna keeps on freaking out and yelling at the crew there saying, "Oh, you're going to miss me when I'm gone. What are you guys going to do with me when I'm not a big celebrity?" And no one pays attention to her. No one cares because the show's ending, so she's not going to be a star anymore. So then she keeps saying how committed she is to acting and she wants to try out for more serious roles. She goes to Law & Order Special Victims Unit. And it's pretty funny.
Yeah, she gets killed off immediately. Immediately.
But they got Ice-T there.
They do have
Ice-T is on the case in
Yes.
30 Rock.
Yes, and then
Which
she
is-
comes back when she figures out that, that didn't work out. She goes, I'll see, you guys are all in a soup line at a gay homeless shelter or something. And I was like, oh my God, she's done it again.
I was reading my notes and I was laughing at something else. But do you remember when Tracy calls his tablet the pornography
Yes,
box?
I do. He does. He's like, Liz Lemon tells him to go on the computer. He's like, you mean the pornography box? Like, oh my God, I guess
No,
that's what you want to call
It's
it.
like we've all referred to
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And she quoted T.I. and didn't know what the N-word was.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, Liz, what are we doing? She's posting on the message board and she's quoting T.I.
Oh,
I
come
was
on,
like,
Tina.
oh, making me
That-
uncomfortable.
That's why they called you Hitler.
Yeah. Oh, Jenna got asked if she needed a wheelchair when she went to LA because, now that she's an old actress, like, she must need a wheelchair. That's awesome. That is beautiful.
I think my notes kind of segue into the next episode,
Yeah, we'll
too.
just
So
go right into it. It's all one episode.
You want
We
to just
already
go for
described
it?
it,
All
yeah.
right, sure. Blimpies.
Blimpies. The man John Lutz, J.D. Lutz wanted his blimpies.
Honestly, let's just get this episode over with because I don't want to talk about Lutz or Blimpies until
But
we
Nancy
get in.
Pelosi's in it. Nancy Pelosi's in this episode.
Go for it.
Jack is like, he gets everything he ever wants professionally. Like they're talking about him on TV, about how terrible he is because he just cares about himself. And Nancy Pelosi goes on to say that this company needs to be stopped. And he's like, I'm getting everything I want. And I feel empty, which is why he develops the Six Sigma wheel of domination. But instead of using it for work, he uses it for his personal life. There's an Al Roker cameo because Tracy tries to make a storm so that the show can't end. There's a Conan cameo. He admits to being a virgin despite his relationship with Liz Lemon. Lutz wants blimpies, like he already said. The Grizz and Hers ad that they did, they had an ad come up on the bottom. Like, when you're watching network television, they'll have an ad come up on the bottom sometimes. It was an ad for a show that didn't exist called Grizz and Hers, and it was hilarious.
Well, because it was Tracy's
Yes.
entourage already
Yes.
set up for a spinoff. Think about the Cleveland show.
Yes.
Shit that just didn't work out. You also got in this episode Jack's whole suicide scare.
Yes, but I
Where-
don't want to. First,
Yeah.
Lutz thinks he admits to being bisexual, and he's goes off on this big rant, and then in an effort to not have to get blimpies for lunch in the last lunch, Liz Lemon locks Lutz in the office.
Breaks the door handle with an Oscar.
Yes.
Or no, not an Oscar. What is it? Golden Globe for TV?
No, you can get an. I don't. Whatever. It was.
I never
something.
won an Oscar.
It looked like an
before.
Oscar.
I haven't won an Oscar before. So
No, neither have I.
All right. Yeah.
Tracy had a heartfelt moment ruined by the skank train at
At the strip
at the
club.
strip club.
Yeah. Oh, sick.
Tracy ran away to a
sitcoms.
strip club because he's Tracy obviously, and Liz Lemon had to go find him there and be like, "Come on, we have to go do the show. You can do this. You got this." Blah 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 blah. And they're like, and he's like, "Yeah, you know what? You're right." And they have this heartfelt moment. And then here comes the announcer, and welcome onto the stage, the skank train. All aboard. It's just beautiful writing.
That was a good effect you just did right there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's not like I use my voice for a living or anything. Yeah, whatever. Tracy dresses up as Hitler. That's funny. Liz's
yeah, Gutsy.
gynecologist killed themselves because of her. That was an interesting joke to make.
Gutsy performance for the very last episode to bring out your Hitler bit.
Exactly. They waited till the very last episode to bring out the
Usually
Hitler
you
bit.
do Hitler in the first few episodes to sort of see what you can get away with.
Yes.
But if you want to,
Yes.
for the last one, go whatever.
Pete, the assistant writer, talks about faking his own death the entire time throughout the episode.
While
just
also-
in random bits and pieces.
While also warning Liz about Jack.
Yes. Oh my God, so random. Yeah, Jack faked a suicide. That was hilarious. You can go on with the Jack bit.
Yeah, so with the whole Jack bit, they're hinting at Jack having just no purpose in life and what's he gonna do. So he sends Liz a video where he's talking about how beautiful life is and how he's done everything he's wanted to do and how he's gonna go away. I don't know when I'm gonna see you ever again. And then it's revealed that he's at the pier, and Liz tries to go save him, and they show him jump, and then he lands in a boat because he's gonna go on a journey of self-discovery. Why did he decide to fake his suicide? Isn't it just to
Teach her a lesson.
yeah,
right?
something
Yeah.
something really stupid that doesn't justify.
He gives a very long soliloquy about
Yeah.
like how much their relationship means to her.
But then he's traveling out to sea. He's not too far from the pier, and he's just like, "Oh, Lemon, I got the idea. I cleared dishwashers."
Yeah, he's like barely out into the pier. He goes, "I got it, Lemon.
I'm
Clear
so-
dishwashers.
I'm
I
so
should've done
happy."
I should have done this years ago." And I was like, "Okay, pop off, King.
Clear dishwashers.
Yeah, clear dishwashers. I want to watch. I want to watch my dishes get washed.
I want to go there.
I want to go to there."
Yeah.
Liz and Jack have the best platonic relationship in TV history.
It was great. Overall, all these episodes.
It's such a great show.
You know what? They were pretty good.
All right, what's next on the thing here, Franklin?
Well, we watched 5 episodes, Alex, so I
Yes.
feel like you've gotten a feel for all the characters in the show. Favorite character?
See, this is so hard for me because they're all so good, and I don't want to give like a basic answer like Liz Lemon or something like that. Cause
Well, I got a good answer.
go ahead, you
you
go first. Then you go first.
I'm going with Lutz.
Really?
I loved the whole
Lutz
show.
was only in like 2 episodes
I don't
that
care.
we saw.
He was only in 2 episodes, but he was only in like 1 minute out of the entire episode. He's the definition of a side character. But his whole arc is that he wants to eat somewhere that no one else wants to go to, and they're like physically fighting him, and he's got this whole drawn out back story.
My fly was down.
Have a good podcast. How did you mess up that badly?
You're not gonna be able to see it on camera, but that's so funny. I realized my fly was down, and I turned to Frank and I zipped it up, and I made eye contact while I did it, and that made him uncomfortable. Carry on, Frank. Where were we?
You got to keep that in there.
Oh, I'm absolutely
that's
keeping
funny.
it in there. It's not
How
going.
did you forget?
I don't know.
You forget that.
I don't know.
That's like the only thing you have to do when you
Go
leave the
back
bed.
to talking about Lutz.
All right, so going back to Lutz, best side character in the show.
You fed me a
because
donut with my pants down, bro. My fly down.
Do you want me to talk about Lutz or not?
Go ahead. I'm
All
sorry.
That's Maddie's gonna have a field day with this one.
So is my girlfriend, dude. She's gonna bully me. Happy 2 years, by the way. I love you.
Dude.
What?
Shut the hell up.
Oh my god.
All right, so
Sorry,
Lutz.
I'm happy.
So Lutz wants to go to a sandwich place that no one else wants. And do we need to take a minute?
No, go. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. So Lutz wants to go to a sandwich place that no one else wants to go to, so they're physically fighting him. And the reason Lutz has this whole drawn out reason for wanting to go, and it's pretty much payback for years of being bullied. And I have my list of places that I like to go and eat, and whenever I suggest it to my family, it's no. They never want to eat there. So you know what? I really identify with this arc. That's why he's my favorite. I think he's funny. His jokes are subtle. They don't overstay their welcome. He's not on the show for too long. And you know what? In a day and age where
Does he remind you of you? Is that why? Do you identify with Lutz?
Yeah, because of the whole people not wanting to go to the same restaurant thing. Yeah, hell yeah. But also with sitcoms, the whole fat guy falling through the ceiling thing. I feel like I've seen that a million times, and it's funny every time. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like a good kind. You know, like everything can be funny. Not everything can be a quality funny.
Absolutely.
But Lutz falling through the ceiling,
it was special to you.
that's funny.
That was very special to you.
That's actually funny.
Okay.
That's like someone leaving the bathroom and forgetting to zip up their fly funny. Ew, I gave you so many high fives.
I washed my hands.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I just didn't zip
right.
up my fly. Mine's Jack Donaghy, played by Alec Baldwin. I don't know. Why does it look like a Mexican soap opera? Your face looks like a YMCA climbing wall.
He is me.
Yeah, his delivery is just fantastic. Obviously, the Six Sigma wheel. Like, no other character in TV could pull off the Six Sigma wheel of domination. Nobody else could say ass as a whatever it's called. What's it called when you use letters to represent words?
Oh, acronym.
Yes,
Yeah.
no one else could use ass as an acronym and get away with it.
And then say, time for an ass attack.
And mean it
Yeah.
wholeheartedly.
There's conviction.
It
behind
was
that
conviction.
statement.
Yes. Besides his hatred for Nancy Pelosi, I identify with Alec Baldwin.
I think that's a strong choice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I like Jack Donaghy. Least favorite.
Least favorite character.
Least favorite. Honestly, Jenna, she's kind of stuck up throughout. I wasn't a big fan of how they. I mean, obviously, someone has to do it, but she wasn't. She was by far my least favorite character throughout this show, and I'll always feel that way. How about you?
This is nothing that will change. It's always gonna be this way.
It'll always be Jenna.
I'm gonna say Liz.
I thought about saying Liz.
I
thought about saying Liz.
She's fine, but like, out of all of the like sort of main, like I prefer Jack to her. I prefer Tracy to her. I prefer Kenneth to her.
Yeah,
I prefer Jenna.
Kenneth gets slept on.
Yeah, but she's fine.
Yeah, Liz is Liz.
She's
just Liz. Fair enough.
Yeah, she's just kind of boring. And like that's the thing. The show's really good, so it's like not everyone can be the best character. Someone has to be not even the worst, just like the weakest out of all of them.
Yep.
So the show, we've talked about how funny it is. There's a lot of funny lines, Alex. You got one line that you want to give a special.
Okay, there's a few that I really like here. The Spider-Man line that we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the man here. Reacting appropriately. There's just so many. Liz, pornography box. I mean, there's just so much here that to choose from. I just don't know what I want it to be. I mean,
do you want me to go first then, or?
No,
Okay.
because I think I'm gonna go with two Spider-Mans fighting
Really?
each other, but they're not hooding each other. Because I just think the context of it with her
Okay.
explaining it to Kenneth
That's
is just so funny to me.
You really like that joke.
That scene was so funny to me. It gets me every time.
But for me, I'm gonna say Tracy specifically pornography box, but also anything.
Anytime he opens his mouth.
Anytime he talks and it's something stupid and out of order, I could also go with Tracy spelling his name and going T as in Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yes.
Anything that Tracy says is just hilarious. But I think pornography box, such a guy thing to say.
Oh, sleeper. Carol says at one point, "Yeah, I'm a doorman to the sky." When Liz asks what he does, she goes, "Are you a doorman?" And Carol goes, "Yeah, I'm a doorman to the sky," because he's a pilot.
I love Matt Damon for that also.
Yes.
Have you seen the video of Matt Damon yelling at a guy on set?
No, I haven't.
Look up.
No tangents. It's right on the board, Frank.
All right, so what was the most out-of-pocket line you think you've heard on the show?
You can go first with this one. I haven't quite decided this one.
I think it's going to go to the Indian Aladdin one. Or else, I don't think this one's as out-of-pocket as it is just that's really stupid that it's here, is at the wedding, Liz is talking to Matt Damon. What's his name again?
Don't ask me. Carol?
Carol, yeah. So they're talking, and then Liz says that she thinks that they're made for each other, and Carol leaves. And then there's like a Somalian pirate there.
Yeah.
And Liz is just like, what about the Somalian pirate? Or something like that, where he's just
He has
dressed.
a sword.
Yeah, and then he pulls out the sword. I'm like, okay.
Thanks, show.
That's
Okay, show. Mine's from the last episodes. So the executives are in Jack's office talking to him about how successful they're doing, and now that TGS is over, he's poised to take over as CEO or whatever. And they go, "You know what? With all this success, we'll be able to get better trophy wives, half Asian ones." And I was like, "What do you mean half Asian ones? What does that mean? That? What does that mean? Better? What? Better trophy wives, half Asian ones? What does that mean?"
When you said the line, I first heard the context of rich people, and then I heard trophy wives. I'm like, okay, so it's gonna be about that. And then you go half Asian. I was like, oh, so there's layers to this one.
Okay, layers to that joke, and I was like, that's just out of pocket, unbelievable, unbelievable. And we've reached that time of the show.
Well, I'm just gonna as far as out of pocket goes, I think the two lines that we're going for really say something because they did have Hitler. They had someone dress up as Hitler. I think we should have just gone with that one.
No, I think we have a great analysis here of the show. I really do.
All right. Well, if your analysis is so great, why don't you give us a rating for it?
30 Rock is a 9.
You think 30 Rock's
30
a
Rock
9?
is a
I'm
9.
gonna give 30 Rock a 9.
God, I could
there
kiss
we
you right
go.
now. I could kiss you right now, right on your wet, hot mouth.
No. My dad watches this.
I mean, I'm not gonna do it. Obviously, I'm just joking.
I'm just messing with you, man.
Okay, man.
All
I'm
right.
kidding. Damn it.
All right, so 30 Rock's a 9.
30 Rock is a 9, and this is usually the part of the show. Well, okay. Any final thoughts on 30 Rock? You rated it a 9. would you sit down? Would you watch this show?
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
I would watch 30 Rock all the way through at least once.
Yeah, I've done it. I've done it once, and I think once was enough. I don't have to go through and watch it again. It's not like a comfort show or anything, but it's a very well done sitcom.
And as far as the shit we've watched so far, I know you like the Big Bang Theory,
love
but
The Big
I'm gonna
Bang
call it
Theory.
shit. As far as what we've watched so far, this is definitely the best.
Okay.
This is the point in the show where we usually spin the wheel.
Yes.
We'll spin the wheel. Whatever it lands on is what we talk about next episode. But Alex, you brought in donuts.
I did bring in donuts.
What do you want to watch next week?
Next week, we're going to watch a show that's very special to me, a show that I've watched many times. It is a cult classic. It is a show that you either love it or you hate it. You know, there's no people that are indifferent to it. You either love the sense of humor or you just don't get it. They just announced a movie.
The Office. Good night, everybody.
No, not The Office. We are going to be watching Community. Troy and Abed in the morning. We will be watching Community next week. Troy and Abed in the morning will make its debut on Shitcoms because it is one of the greatest. It is one of my favorite sitcoms of all time, if not my number one sitcom. And they announced the movie. They got the 6 seasons, and Dan Harmon finally nutted up and gave us a movie. So it's coming to Peacock in 2 years, and I am very excited to watch the movie and to get us ready and our viewers ready and to get Frank baptized into one of the greatest sitcoms of all time. We're going to watch Community. Now, one of the downsides to that is that for those of you that are Community fans, 2 of the episodes in the top 5 are paintball episodes, which don't really give you the whole, you have to really be a Community fan and have all the context to really appreciate them. But there's still some really funny moments in those episodes, and I really hope it'll get you hooked. But I'm very hopeful for next week. And
I'm willing to give it a try.
I cannot wait to see your review for Community.
I'm getting kind of scared. I feel like you're going to, even if I critique it just a little bit.
No, yeah, I'll die on the hill of protecting Community. It's just one of those things.
All right, well, you got anything else to say before we sign off?
No, that would have been sick if I made that shot,
would
though.
Been pretty sick.
No, I've got nothing to say other than we'll see you guys next week, I guess.
All right, next week, Community. Be there. Good night, America.
America?
As Conan would say that.
Dude, you don't have ginger hair. You can't be Conan. And Conan's a virgin.
Well, yeah, I don't have the ginger hair, so that's one less thing we have in common.
You just said you weren't a sex haver.
Good night, America.